Hey, my name is PolishLynx, welcome to Lucid9. Let's continue this story. Because, well, something bad is happening, I believe, and, well... Alright, I clear out the door and pull up at the nearest bus stop, which just so happens to have a bus park in front of it. I step onto the opening doors, but just before I place a foot on the steps, the narrow entrance seems to squeeze at me from all sides. No, not now! I force myself forward, that is, I try to. My feet shuffle to a halt. The rumble of the bus's engine seems to spread through the pavement directly into my bones. Look, kid, are you getting good or not? I'm working on it. My response is just as snappish as his question. Why can't I just put one foot in front of the other? I have more important things to worry about. I need to get to the forest. I've got a road to take, so the doors are closing in. Yeah, I suck in a deep breath, close my eyes, and throw myself in the bus, shakily pushing my phone against the tall scanner. I don't open them even as I rush in the nearest seat, groping for a handhold. The doors close and the bus rattles to life, charging down the street. I should be fine. No, I would be fine, under ordinary circumstances. If I was with my friends, or if my nerves weren't on edge, or if I wasn't worried about these appearances. No, there's no use for wishful thinking. I have to keep myself under control. I stagger into the forest when my mind is still up spinning. The forest is blocking me in on every side as I thrust through the beaten overgrowth. I'd always thought that the government was exaggerating when they didn't want to demolish this place due to bad luck, but now that I'm actually in the midst of it, I can see where they are coming from. I'm not the superstitious type, never have been, never will be. I take what I see and smell and feel with my own senses. Hearsay is secondary, emotions are untrustworthy. But there's nothing to rely on, not out here, where everything is wild and flourishing, full of garish color and foreign textures. Some 3-sap wraps off on the sleeve of my sweater. It slowly molds from red to green to blue and black, like a chameleon made out of honey. That's not normal, is it? Guess I wouldn't know what's normal around here. It's not exactly a place I would choose for a leisurely stroll. From the moment I entered this place, I was under the impression that I stepped into a world where the laws of physics were different. Gravity is heavier. The air is more resistant. Energy seems to sap away into nothingness in favor of being recycled. It's a ridiculous thought. My mind, which has had to cram an unfortunate number of facts about physics and geology and astronomy and biology, knows this. But why does such an irrational thought seem so appealing? The Isamu forest, a dense segment of arboreal terrain that's been untouched for decades. Where is this going? When Isamu was growing, the solution seemed obvious. Cut down a good part of it to allow room for new residential areas and corporate buildings. A rational idea, an agreeable idea. So they started demolition with a team built of ordinary, competent individuals, ready to do what they've been doing for years. Except when they entered the forest, everything went wrong. In the span of a single day, the group of demolition experts deteriorated into a ragtag bunch of fleeing victims, each claiming a story more ridiculous than the last. A went crazy and killed B. Okay, the bulldozers became possessed and started trashing the equipment. Aliens dropped down from UFOs and lasered the chargers. The thing was thin. Only half of them had come back alive. Of those half, not one was declared sane. They were all sent to asylums, where they wasted away until their death. It was the gossip of the town, the equivalent on an internet sensation, the Bermuda Triangle of Japan. What glorious entertainment! A lovely horror story to tell at slumber parties, a stock moral warning for environmentalism, a feast of fodder for the tinfoil-head conspiracists. After all, humans are endlessly fascinated by the misery of others. Over time, the thrill died down. Nothing out of the ordinary was captured on footage. People stopped visiting the area. The wrath of the forest was just another urban legend. But after I researched the event in middle school, after I found that it was a true story, it lurked constantly in the back of my mind. If something was just a group of trees, it couldn't hold that much power, could it? Shouldn't there have been at least one rational soul, someone with a better grip on reality? The only answer to that question is if there really was no way to withstand the insanity. Whatever happened those decades ago, it drove 100% of a large group out of their minds. That's a definite success rate. What's to say it won't do the same here and now? Well, he seems kind of affected by some events earlier, so maybe this won't influence him at all. I stumble around the broad trunk of towering tree, my eyes roving through the gnarled basket wave of spindled branches. What am I looking for? Wait, what am I even doing? Why am I even here? I take a moment to close my eyes. Deep breath. Ground myself. What am I feeling? What am I smelling? What's that? I pause abruptly, scared to take another breath. Now I'm just being stupid. So I breathe deeply. The air is warm and thick, sliding down my throat with a mixed taste of chocolate and iron. It leaves a sweet residue on the back of my tongue. Trapped. It's the first word that comes to my mind, extracting a reflexive stab of panic. You're trapped. My fingers tremble as I reach out to the trunk to steady myself, but they only land on some sticky, milky substance. I quickly pull away, but the tree emits a sickly slurp. Nothing to hold on to. No, I've got to keep calm. I've got to think. Someone's depending on me. Who's depending on me? Shigure wants me to. No wait, someone needs my help. Someone. Rui has been gone since last year? Yesterday? Rui was gone and today. Rui was gone and she might be gone forever. You're alone. I roughly shake my head to dispel the fog in my mind. Rui is depending on me. If Rui was kidnapped, would she even be in the Isamu forest? Why am I? Oh, Shigure's task, to investigate the forest. Everything's mixing up in my head. Shigure, kidnapping, Rui, forest. My foot suddenly collapses on something solid. It crunches beneath my feet and a sweet vapor wafts to my nostrils. I sluggishly turn my gaze underfoot, lifting my shoe. What the hell? Bones. Rui's bones, stabbed in the ground like incense at a funeral. They open their mouths. They start laughing. Their crackles grate at my eardrums, freezing my minds from the inside out. Late! No. I stomp at the bones. They fragment to pieces beneath my feet. The scent only intensifies until it clogs my nostrils. I'm not late. The bones melt, whining and steaming into the earth, a black pool immersed in caramel. They're gone. I'm free. I'm gone. But it's okay. The pool congeals into a humanoid figure and sludges over my shoes, dripping blood against my legs. We'll be fine. No, damn it! I blindly reach in the pool, flinging my arms, tearing it apart. It burns my hands into crumbling residue, but I continue to stubbornly wrench at it. It's okay. Get out! Finally, the pool shreds into bits, merging along my arms. My hands rematerialize. The fingers are stained with blood. No. We'll be fine. No. I shake my hands rapidly, but the liquid stubbornly clings to my nails. I rub them against the grass, but even as the ground stabs into my fingers, the blood refuses to budge. What's wrong? Shut up! You're too late. I'm not late, I'm not... I can't handle this. Not anymore. I sink to the ground, overwhelmed with darkness. Bones dance before my eyes. Hey! I jerk up, vision eerily clear. I'm still shaking uncontrollably with my mind blurry. No blood, no bones, no pool. What just happened? What are you doing here? I jump at the sharp voice, which is coming from a stern policeman standing a few meters away. My first reflection is relief. Another human being. No more than that. A police officer. Someone who can get me out of here. Then it is that his fingers are gliding over the electric baton at his waist. I quickly raise my hands, trying to pull myself together. Isamu citizen, Yama Ishimoto. ID. It takes me a moment to recollect the fugitives through the haze in my thoughts. 532, 4895, 643, 643. I mean, 532, 4895, 634. Oh. The man pauses, eyes roving across the inside of his sidecoat, probably matching my name and image to the Isamu database. I manage to catch a glimpse of the badge pinned into his chest, which bears Police Captain Katsu Kobayashi in bold, clear-cut letters. A police captain. Here, why is a police captain in the forest? You're an academy student. His sudden prompt snaps me back to reality. Yes. What are you doing here? I walk to speak past the lump in my throat. I'm looking for a friend. His eyes clearly darken in suspicion. In the Isamu forest. Yes. I want to bite back to say something sarcastic, but I'm barely capable of registering sound, much less supplying witty repartee. Katsu taps at the side code, turning to speak to someone over intercom. Yeah, Kid, Academy student 532-4895-634. None hostile so far. Understood. He whizzed back to me, hands still hovering over his button. I instinctively shrink backward, trying to stay coherent. What's your friend's name? Name? Oh, Shigura. Shigura Enomoto? No, Rui Hayata. What's wrong with me? Rui, she's been missing since yesterday night, 11:30 p.m. I thought I saw the news and I had... Everything coming out of my mouth sounds little and contrived. My hands are shaking on the top of my head. How do you know Shigura Enomoto? I know her. Yeah, so I gathered. How? Case, witness, something. He touches the tip of his side code, then frowns. You are not listed as a witness for any cases within the past 5 years, much less under Shigura Enomoto. Panic bubbles in my stomach and out of my mouth. Assistant, I'm her assistant, okay, you can ask her. What business would Enomoto have in the Isamu forest? I don't know, just stop it all. Look, Yama Ishimoto, I'm not sure you're aware of your position. Given the circumstances of this morning, you are currently our primary suspect. I'm what? He snorts in disbelief, but pauses, his attention suddenly turning to his side code. Superintendent, I believe that. Eh? Unverified, hence my suspicions. Remarkable. Understood, sir. He looks to me, eyebrows set in clear distrust. Enomoto has substantiated your claim, you are cleared. Regardless, you must vacate the premises. My head is still spinning, there is so little that I understand. Primary suspect, this morning, vacate the premises. What's going on? Simply put, you are standing in the midst of a crime scene, without clearance, so get out. My body acts before my mind does. I instinctively rush away without a word, working on autopilot. Crime scene, the forest was a crime scene, and I was in the middle of it. Do you have anybody? Are there disappearances actually murderers? It's only when I turn to see that I come to my senses. Rui is still missing. Oh shit! Furthermore, I didn't even learn anything useful from the Isamu forest. Nothing close to what Shigure insinuated I might learn. If anything, I just made myself a top suspect on the police's list. And what the hell did I experience in that forest? It wasn't a lapse. In fact, I'd never come across something like that before. The closest thing to which I might liken it is being high or drunk, but I don't have proper frame of reference for either, so what could have caused it? Aside from that, there's something far more important. Rui's absence. Could she really have been kidnapped? Could she be dead? And I wouldn't even know about it. Fragments of my vision in the forest return to me, but I shake them away. Oh no, she has to be fine. I jump past my phone silent reels. Despite my compressed thought, it seems like I'm still on edge. Top of the morning, Commander! Ruiz just returned to home base. Thought you'd like to know. A sigh of relief passes my lips. Oh yeah, I feel relieved as well. Searching for the meaning of life since 1956 BC. Ruiz fine, no disappearances, no kidnappings, no murders. Well, that was anticlimactic. Still, where has she been? Why didn't she tell me that she was okay? Hey. What's up with all the spam? I told you I'd be gone all morning. Anger burns through my veins and I jam my phone in my pocket. Spam, does she know what I've gone through this morning? One little text, that's all I needed. I'm fine, I'm okay. Heck even. Go back to sleep, Yama. No, it's not her fault. She did say she would be gone all morning. Damn, I'm a wreck. Now what? Pinched, Isamu Imperial Boarding Academy, rooftop. A location pic from Minky. Did we arrange something? I don't recall any recent conversations with her. Ah, that must be the explanation. Sir, that was meant for Yahiko. Oh, seriously? I'm currently live and a model. Ah, so it was just a mistake. Wait a minute, Yahiko? Why is she meeting Yahiko on the school rooftop? No way! It can't be! They've only known each other for, what, 4 days? And Misaki has more common sense than that? Probably not. I need to get to that rooftop. A swipe at the entrance gate and a hurried sprint later, I break onto the roof, bracing myself for horror. Instead, I find, well, not a confession scene, thank goodness. A mass of people are scattered about. Some are toned in festival clothing while others are clad in black jackets emblazoned with crew on the back. Among them, a stocky man yells through a large megaphone. Hey, the food candles are too high, get me a scream, and you, where the hell are you putting that sandbag? It's a silly sand, you idiot, put it on the other leg. Sorry, director. Shizune, where the hell is your kimono? I need you fitted right now. Is this a film set? Why are they shooting here on the school's rooftop of all places? Intrigued, I decide to take a closer look. Judging by their setup, it seems like they're trying to replicate the festival. Booths are lined straight down the pathway. A number of people, mostly women of varying ages, mingle amongst each other dressed in traditional kimonos. A brilliant flash of bright purple catches my eye in the sea of dull colors. From this distance she almost looks like... Diffuser set, sir! Right! Everyone take your positions! Camera! Rolling! Sound! Speeding! Slate! Kazehaya scene 1, Yama could take 1, marker! Action! The camera is focused on the girl dressed in purple. As the group of girls around her chat animatedly, she remains disconnected from the conversation. Her head is lowered as they drift from booth to booth. Cut! Perfect! The crew relaxes into quiet murmurs as the director reviews the footage. I stride closer to the set for a better view. It's Misaki. It's actually Misaki. However, as soon as I blink, she disappears among the sea of actors and crew members. It all happens so quickly, I wonder if I merely saw an illusion. Where is Kusanagi? We haven't been able to contact him for a while, sir. What do you mean, we haven't been able to contact him? He's the other talent. His mentor's not picking up. I need Kusanagi for the next shot. Get me Kusanagi. Yes, sir. Yama? I almost jump at the sudden voice behind my ear. Misaki is holding a bottle of water, her eyes wide with surprise. This is no illusion. For a moment my mouth runs dry at just how stunning she looks. True. You look nice? Fantastic, the party of verbal eloquence right here. Thank you. What are you doing here? Huh? Where am... Oh yeah, about that. It's not like I can just say that I thought she was confessing to Yahiko. Where's Yahiko? I don't know. I texted him a while ago, but it doesn't seem like he's coming. He mentioned that he wanted to become a model, so I thought he would be interested in watching a film show. Oh well, that's really thoughtful of her. It makes you wonder how big Misaki is. It's like she gets recognized on the street or swarmed by hordes of fans, but small timers don't just pick up TV commercials, obey. Hey, you boy! A crew member runs up to me, then stops over, clearly out of breath. You wanna be a star? Do I what? He claps his hands together, bowing pleasantly. Please, I'm begging you, my job is writing this one. We can contact our actor and we need to shoot his scene during run and our permit ends today, so we can shoot tomorrow. If I can't find someone, the director will, he will. Misaki, is this guy for real? He seems pretty serious. Please, you look photogenic and charismatic and your proportions look identical to Kosanoki's. Besides, it seems like you know Kazahaya, so there will probably be chemistry and rapport. He's making this incredibly ridiculous suggestion sound like a logical solution. If you ask me, I say you should try it. You were always good at acting, weren't you? It's not like I'm professional, Mickey. Come on, it'll be fun. I don't know, should I really? Should I? Should I or should I not? That's the question now. Because I have no idea. So, should I? I don't know. Let's do this. Marvelous, yes! Now that I think about it, I guess it would be a change of pace from the incident this morning. Fine. The crew member claps his hands together, jumping up and down. Even Misaki looks surprised. I guess she was expecting me to come up with some excuse. You will? Yeah, why not? Okay, great! Here is an actor release form, a health waiver form, a temporary contract, a call sheet, a minor release form, the workers' compensation policy, emergency information. Sign on all the lines here and we'll fill out the rest when you're done. What the? Is there really this much paperwork in one simple film shoot? Okay, get into the tent, makeup and wardrobe will have you groomed and ready to go in no time. What? Before I've had the chance to understand just what is going on, I'm being shoved into a large plastic tent. There are brushes, creams, and gels in a bunch of colors that I can't even begin to describe. My hair and skin is being pulled every which way. Do people actually do this for fun? When I'm finally out of the hectic bath of activity, a crew member takes me beneath the wide spread of a dark umbrella where Misaki is casually sitting on a tall back stool immersed in her phone. I always thought she was beautiful, but in this pose, one leg crossed, elbows tucked in, chin tilted ever so slightly, she looks like a legitimate model. I reach my eyes elsewhere, clearing my throat. So, 1 second. She taps away on her phone in stoic silence. What's the urgency? I'm updating my status. What? Padre, social media, microblogging. Her responses are terse as she brand off her attention in honed on her phone. She doesn't even spare me a glance. I still don't get why. Shh, this is important. I promptly snatch her phone out of her hand. She squeaks in indignation, grabbing for it. Yama, stop! She suddenly halts, staring blankly at me for a long moment. What? You should dress up more often. Which means? You would be popular with the ladies if you did. I can't help but feel a hint of pleasure at her compliment, but what does that have anything to do with the current matter? Why are you always on your phone, by the way? Oh, my phone! Give it back! You didn't answer my question. I'm warning you, Yama. Give me a phone or else. I smirk, challengingly waving her cell in the air. Or else what? Misaki makes a sudden lunge for her phone, but before I have the chance to sidestep her, she grabs my wrist and attempts to pry it out of my hand. I see her eyes widen as she slips on the length of her kimono. The momentum sends her falling straight to me, and we both spiral to the ground. My back. Now look what you did. Look what I did. You're the one who... I stop short, finally noticing our close proximity. The length of her soft hair brushes over my face, and I find myself turning my head to cover the flush of my cheeks. Misaki, however, uses my moment of fluster as an opportunity to pin my arms against the floor. What are you doing? You have to pay the consequences for taking my phone. If I recall, I gave you this phone after I won it at the expo. You wouldn't have won it if I didn't force you to go. She got me there. Well, whatever, you still didn't answer my question from before, you know. Whether they should have dressed you in a kimono for the shoot? Yeah, they should have. That's not what I was asked. She giggles, and despite my slight annoyance, I can't help but chuckle myself. Yama, do you honestly want to know why I'm also on my phone? I stop at the sudden tilt in Misaki's voice. I didn't think she'd be this troubled by such a simple question. Isn't it because you're an addict? No! I mean, partly, but that's not what I'm getting at. Then, what are you getting at? Do you remember my father, Yama? June, yeah, I remember him. There was something he told Rui during the New Year's party, after she accidentally burned him with a sparkle. Do you remember that? Yeah, she was bawling her eyes out for him, typical Rui. Clearly he was in pain, but he just laughed it off and told her not to cry, that it would at least be a cool scar for him to remember her by. When I left Seto, I realized I didn't have anything to remember you and Rui. No pictures, no keepsakes, not even a school scar. She loosens her grip on my wrist and gingerly plucks her phone from my hand. She brings up her screen to my eyes. Her Pater status reads, a wild Yama appears. Glad he's helping with the shoot. Look how excited he is. XD. Attached to her status is a photo of me being dragged into the tent by one of the crew members. And just like the last photo she took of me at the Tech Expo, my face was twisted awkwardly here too. I figured this would be a good way to remember our time together. Oh, here's one I took of Rui from yesterday. I smile bitterly as she scrolls to another photo. To see Misaki so concerned about forgetting Rui and it's clear she never wanted to leave Seto. Yet all we could ever think about was how it affected us. Just how selfish were we? How selfish was I? Misaki, so you're a Kusanagi substitute? The scene director suddenly interrupts, towering above us with an amused grin. And here I was worried that you two wouldn't have chemistry. We're starting soon, so you might want to cut your makeout session short. Wait, we're not! Here's the script. Memorize it quick, Ishimoto. You have 5 minutes. Before I have the chance to clear up his misunderstanding, he drops the script next to us and marches off. Looks like we have work to do, Ishimoto. Seems so, Kazuhaya. Shall we? We shall. Once you get off of me. Alright. Misaki quickly unmounts me and dust of kimono. I hurriedly glance over the script as the director continues barking orders at the rest of the crew. From what I can gather, the commercial is advertising a line of kimonos. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Apparently they're trying to emphasize the fact that their dresses are more vibrant and unique compared to others by having the main lead Ryu spot his close friend Reika in a large festival. It seems that two friends are at odds after Ryu discovered Reika would be moving away the next day. The scene highlights his apology for being angry at her, and then they... Ishimoto! I jump at the sudden call of my name. I need you and Kazuhaya to take your places. Ah, crap, I haven't finished reading the whole script yet, much less than the chance to memorize the lines. Before I can react, we're both already being ushered into position by the crew member. Okay, quiet at 10, camera, rolling, sound, speeding, slate, Kazuhaya and Ishimoto scene 2, Yamaku take 1 maka, action! For a moment I remained there, frozen in place. I was able to remember some of my lines, but it looks like I'll need to ad-lib the rest. I think I've heard most commercial actors do it all the time. But then again, I'm not a commercial actor. Before the director has the chance to scold me for stalling, I will my legs to move forward through the crowd and way. Reika, where are you? I call out shakily, but at least my panic fits the scene. That's convenient. It isn't long before I spot a familiar flash of purple. I rush towards it, cameras following my every movement along the way. Reika! Misaki smoothly turns to me, hand over her mouth in surprise. I double over, pretending to be more out of breath than I really am. Whether it seems unbelievable, I haven't a clue. Ryu, what are you doing here? I draw myself up, looking her straight in the eye. I'm so glad I found you. Why are you here? I thought you never wanted to see me again. I'm sorry, Reika. My mind goes blank. What comes next? I have no clue what to say, so I decided to spew out whatever comes to my mind. I was afraid. I noticed the crew exchange perplexed glances, but they continue filming. I was afraid that you were never coming back, that everyone I got close to would only leave me, and that I'd end up alone. Misaki remains silent. I can't tell if she's just confused that I'm not following the script or whether she's wondering if there is some deeper meaning behind my words. It's stupid, I know. I was so worried about myself. I never really considered how you must have felt. I'm sorry. Misaki catches her breath. In the lightning, her eyes look glossy. I step forward, intertwining my fingers around hers. You will forgive me, won't you, Reika? Phew! Misaki wraps her arms around my waist, burying her head in my chest. Honestly, I've missed you. I've missed you too! She looks up at me through her tears, and I suddenly find her face awfully close to mine. I pull away instinctively, absently rubbing my arms in embarrassment. Cut! Before I know it, the director's marching towards us with a scroll. What the hell was that about? Sorry for messing up my lines, sir. I'm not talking about the lines, I'm talking about the dang kiss. Kiss? Don't tell me you didn't even finish reading the script, did you? He furiously knits his temples, sighing deeply. He fetches a copy and shoves it in my chest, aggressively pointing at the segment. Line 14. After apologizing, Ryu leans in and kisses Reika. End of scene. Despite you screwing up the lines, I've decided to use the footage anyway. We've wasted too much time already. I just need you to kiss Kazuhaya for the final shot. It's serious. I actually have to kiss Misaki. What? Don't you think that's a bit unfair to ask of him, director? What's the problem? Aren't you dating? No, we aren't. Well, I need a kiss scene and I expect to get one, dating or not. He turns away, seemingly done with the conversation. How can you be so inconsiderate? Excuse me? Yama's not even a professional actor. You can't just force him to kiss someone he doesn't love. It isn't about love. He signed a dang contract. He'll do what I tell him to do if he wants to get paid. And that goes for you too, Kazuha. As you can be sure, I will replace both of you. Go ahead and do it all for all I care. I value my friend's feelings more than this dang commercial. I lay a hand on her shoulder in an attempt to calm her. As hesitant as I am to kiss her, I wouldn't want her to lose her job. Fine, Mick. It's my fault for not reading the contract. But how do you think would Rui feel? Rui? Why don't you bring up Rui? Look, I don't have time for this relation crap. Will you do the kiss scene or not? Yeah. But Yama! Then take your positions now! The director sends us one last piercing glare before striding back to his chair. With no room for argument, Misaki and I return to our locked embrace. Are you sure you want to do this? It's alright, it's all an idea. Idea? What are you talking about? Just trust me. I can sense Misaki's apprehension as the cameras focus on us once more. Slate! Kazuha and Ishimoto scene to Yamaku, take 2, marker! Action! I'm going to need to get my face as close to Misaki's as possible if I expect this to work. I brush my fingers over her cheek, slowly tilting her chin upward. For a moment we remained there, suspended, her eyes still red from crying earlier. Bore into mind questioning just what do you plan on doing. I can hear my heartbeat in my ears. Feel her slight exhale over my lips. Smell the light fragment of her hair. I got my eyes drifting closer. And when we are only a few hairs apart, I discreetly move my thumb to her lips. Misaki exhaled sharply, stiffening at my touch. I almost retreated my hand, afraid that I hurt her, but she only tightens her grip around my waist to prevent me from moving. God, this is so awkward. Cut! Good enough! Take 5, everyone! As the crew settles, I instantly draw back, releasing her. That was a stage kiss, wasn't it? Why didn't you tell me you were going to do a stage kiss? Would you have preferred the real one? Hey. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Before I can cover up my fox paw, a crew member jogs over to us. Ishimoto, right? Thanks so much. You totally saved my hide right here. Yeah, no problem. If you wouldn't mind, we still have some papers you need to sign, and the director would like to discuss your pay. Sure. As the crew member leads me away, I give Misaki a departing wave. But instead of waving back, she averts her eyes and slinks back to the changing crew. Did I somehow make her mad? I don't know. Maybe we will find out in the next episode. Probably. Alright, hope you enjoyed it and see you then. Bye.